Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I'm excited for like a TB first pick or something. Like, look at how many offlaners. Look at how many offlaners have been banned. Mag and 3-3 have been targeted so heavily. I mean, Ferbian's Treant is in there as well. But Clockwork again banned first. Chip +4 took second pick again. But Petey's going to come out with a Milan Earthshaker that we saw yesterday, I believe, do incredibly well at stopping aggression coming in.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Warlock.
Dire team pick.
Is it Warlock Legion, and you just play aggressively in your offlane and pressure the safe lane carry? So Earthshaker has to come there, maybe? I definitely feel TB is going to be picked in the first phase by one of these teams.
5 seconds remaining.
Lycan.
Radiant team pick.
It's a difficult one. Lycan with the new build does like inordinate amounts of damage. It can actually just like chase down the TB. But with Sunder, adding that extra sort of element to the matchup does change things around a little bit. But it comes down to your timings. Like how quickly can you get your Mom Armlet? How quickly can you get your Dragonlance Manta and actually pressure buildings? Because you need like your entire team to be around you to do that.
Legion Commander.
Dire team ban.
Oh yeah, it's Terrorblade favored, but Lycan can definitely, ignore TB and just chase down the supports of the offlaners in the back of the fight because of Metamorphosis and skip past the TB. So as long as you have another core that deals with illusions, like can wave clear, then Lycan does very well.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
But Legion's going to have a PMS, remember? So you can't trade right clicks. She's just going to run at you.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve
and then
time.
with the Fisher blocks from Earthshaker on the offlane as well, giving Legion like free level 3 or something.
Dire team ban.
Overwhelming Odds has like quickly become one of my favorite spells, honestly. So great for
10
high ground
seconds
defense,
remaining.
for farming, for pushing creep waves, for split pushing, for just
5
doing
seconds
damage, for
remaining.
harassing in lane is a huge thing, honestly. If you're put into like a 1v1 or a 1v2, you just
Reserve
overwhelming odds the
time.
creep wave and one of the enemy heroes, and all of a sudden you can just run at the enemy support. Start right clicking, trading hits. S 700 damage,
Radiant
yeah.
team
It's crazy.
banned.
Oh, TB is banned. This is why I wanted it to be first phase picked, because you're never gonna
10
pick it second
seconds
phase.
remaining.
It will be banned second phase between these two teams, like without a shadow of a doubt.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Ember Spirit.
Maybe not
Radiant
now. Ember
team
Spirit like
pick.
removes that possibility almost entirely with his AoE burst, as well as sleight of fist damage, and the propensity to go for Maelstrom to clear illusions is very, very high.
Ten seconds remaining.
I mean, now you know the two core hero
5
matchups
seconds
that
remaining.
you're against, right? You know the safe lane of your enemy is going to be Warlock Lycan, or Lycan
Reserve
+1.
time.
You have Earthshaker Legion there. You know that your mid opponent is going to be Ember Spirit, so you can match up now against Ember and go for like an SF or something. SF, Invoker, something along those lines in this phase. But likely Crystal Maiden for now. Great mana regen to give across the Legion and Earthshaker. Frostbite, very good against Lycan and Ember Spirit. Having that root to be able to actually lock
Crystal
these two
Maiden.
mobile heroes down is like very important.
Riki.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to see SF
5
anymore.
seconds remaining.
Like, it's kind of scary against the Riki. It's not that bad. Like, you still win the lane against Ember
Reserve
Spirit, I
time.
think. Queen of Pain we've started to see a fair amount of, and Searing Chains with Cloud are kind of annoying, but you have pure damage to go through Ember Flame Guard as well as
10
like AoE to
seconds
deal with
remaining.
Lycan.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah.
Soul Warlord.
Dire team ban.
Interesting that they want to see the enemy offlaner before. Oh no, they get to pick first,
10
right?
seconds remaining.
That's kind of weird picking your. Yeah, it's weird picking your troll now.
5 seconds remaining.
Unless you're just afraid of it being banned against you.
Reserve time.
Yeah, they've still got a few options for mid. Like, Troll is generally played safe lane, but has been known to go mid from time to time. Against an Ember Spirit, I think you have a relatively good time as well. Even with a Riki roaming, just the fact you have melee whirling axes to give blind, and, you know, bashing and hitting Ember Spirit.
Radiant
When you have a poor man's
team
shield quelling
ban.
blade, you outlasted him, you out-harass him with ranged form as well.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. 10 seconds remaining.
Invoker.
Please. It's come
Dire
back.
team
Okay, my
pick.
game has decrashed. Invoker, yeah, nice. So that was the other option apart from the SF that I was talking about. You know, you can purge Flame Guard with Tornado later on. You've got lots of control against Lycan Ember Spirit. I was kind of scared picking this into Ricky, but
10
with Earthshaker and
seconds
Crystal
remaining.
Maiden able to play reactively, I think it's okay.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah, he goes at it. What the hell did they pick for Mag though? Actually, Magnus is available, right? Magnus. Yeah, I think Empower on Ember Spirit Lycan, and you've got RP Smoke Cloud with Fatal Bonds and Chaotic Offering. I think you're in an okay lane. Yeah, I have just come to this realization that Magnus has been allowed to go through this entire drafting until the 10th pick. That's insane.
I speak for the trees.
Oh. Cool. That's a hero that got seen a little bit in the group stage at Kiev. It was like first banned against like Thunderbirds a fair amount. Mumiana started playing it. We saw it a little bit at the end of the group stage, but then it never came into fruition at playoffs. Like it was very rarely picked. But it's another one of these heroes that was kind of picked because it was good against Monkey King. The fact, you get Sprout Vision, you can kill trees with your Call of Nature. And then give this global TP presence, and they would be going for Phase Drums, Hand of Midas. They kind of played into that whole semi-greedy action offlaner hero. But in this game, there's no Monkey King, but it allows them to pair up nicely. Ember Spirit and Ricky are both very mobile. They can catch
10
people,
seconds
from
remaining.
long distances. So as long as you have a Nature's Prophet that can TP in, you can turn
5
one hero
seconds
running away
remaining.
into a secured kill almost.
And it
Very
also
good against like Invoker and Troll.
it feels like they're just going to try and push him down early too. Like I think about this offlane tower for ProDotA Gaming, and around, I don't know, the time that Nature's Prophet gets like level 4, 3, or 5, you TP behind enemy lines as the Ricky is scouting it out, and then you just take the tower with trees and Lycan Wolves and right clicks from all of them. Legion will be good against that with overwhelming odds, but it's going to be hard to stop.
They're also very strong late game. Like with Nature's Prophet's Talents and Lycan's Howl, I think with Treants you can have like 1,600 HP Treants at nighttime or something insane that do like 70 damage. And you just run, and when you have Ag's Octarine Refresher, you just spam your ulti, right? You have these massive trees that even with overwhelming odds, you can't clear them like easily at all.
Oh my god, is it going to be one of those games?
I would much prefer him to go for the like right-click builds with Phase Drums, Orchid, Maelstrom kind of thing. But
Yeah.
there is a strong and good known reason to go for this Ags build.
Does the Lycan Howl also affect Warlock Golem? Does it that much? Does it matter?
I don't think it matters too much, but I would assume it does.
Okay. I guess it's much more important for the Nature's Treants, but early movement out across the map. It is going to be a poor man's shield picked up for Lycan. We're seeing all of this movement out here, and a Sentry Ward dropped as well. They're expecting Yol to come over here and I guess try and mess with the camp. Are they going to find a kill? Where are they going? What is happening? Okay. They're waiting for they're waiting for the smoke to pop. They're expecting him to come over on this side, and they have the dust on CM.
Trying to find Ricky, aren't they?
They will spot him, I think, because I think that Yol does walk up here.
At some point. He's moving over now.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be a kill. They even place a ward on their own high ground by the tier 2, and Yol just walks forward. He has no idea. There's going to be the fissure, the sunstrike, the root, and the first blood as well.
Given to the Invoker on top of all that that is so good.
Wow. Well, they are definitely wanting to secure this pole for Milan, and they're going to do this thing again where they fissure block as the creeps come in and then immediately shrine up afterwards, so he'll be able to head out on full mana. This is the strat with the Earthshaker. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, they did it in one of their previous games in this tournament, and they're doing it again here, giving 3-3, you know, a much easier time with the creep block of the Dire needing to be perfect and held back a long way. Just giving him one extra block there brings the wave that much closer. And then Milan does this thing where he sort of farms the jungle at the same time. But it also means that Earthshaker won't be there to stop Riki from ganking him, but he might draw the attention of the Riki. And it looks like that's where Yol's heading.
Okay. This is that block off that we talked about. So everybody watch the timings of this. It comes through. He manages to find the pull, and the creeps are heading over there. Yol wants to try and interrupt it and actually manages to get it. Oh, well played there by the Riki.
Yeah, look at his Observer Ward as well, spotting all of this out. That one Dire Ob sees Milan, and if he tries for it again, look at Yol. He's got Orb of Venom.
Yeah, he can just stop it. He's going to be able to head over there. They do place down a ward as well to block the camp, so it's not going to happen more than once if it even happens at all.
Yeah, really nicely countered there.
And look at that.
Look at what he's doing. Such a troll.
That's great. Well, Milan, it happened to him in the last game too. The Pudge was able to come and disrupt it. I don't know if it was to this same extent though. I'm not sure if it was.
This is like way crazier. Pudge came and like warded and then ran away. So he couldn't do it. Like he just straight up couldn't do it. But this has been a disruption and a ward and an Observer Ward. Like it's Yol investing a lot into stopping this Earthshaker. So I think this is probably more worth it for PD now. Because Yol isn't aggressively playing mid lane or bot lane. You know, Garter is doing decently against the Nature's Prophet, and Invoker's doing, you know, as expected against an Ember Spirit. We'll start taking a slight lead now with the use of Force Spirits.
I will say though that having your Riki stay at this low level kinda sucks, you know? And Yol actually takes the bounty rune as well. All right, that's pretty great. But that's the thing is like Milan here, he will be able to try and go for a pull. But you're sitting around with Riki not really getting levels, not really getting experience, and I feel like that's more okay for an Earthshaker, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like this is definitely worth it. And you think about the obs and the sentry expenditure, like, you know, economically wise as well. Like the Dire are losing out on this exchange every single time. To Invoker 13 and 5, yeah, this is where he starts to leapfrog and overtake the Ember Spirit. Magical does have Flame Guard and a DD rune, luckily though, so he can actually stare out the wave outside of the range of his tower.
And look at Ark. He's just going at 3-3. They're manning up in this one, even with the poor man's shield on both sides, feeling comfortable trading hits with the Legion while the pull comes out and, well, end up missing first blood because they caught Yol.
It's okay, it's second blood. We caught first
Oh, yeah,
blood.
goodbye. That's fair enough.
But it's still Riki dying the second time. Crystal Maiden sat behind the Invoker and kind of baiting out the courier that was moving across the lane as well. PD have done, like, a pretty damn good job of baiting this Riki into positions and dying twice now. You know, first blood and that second kill there.
I'm not sure if this one's going to work.
Like, Yol is still level 1.
He is just barely going to drag. It's only the ranged and one melee creep. And they, unfortunately, were not able to de-ward this either. So we'll be able to get this pull off in just a second, I'm sure. And now Riki realizes he needs to do something else. He's going to head down towards the bottom lane. Mess with Garter. He can't really do anything there, though. He's still level 1.
Yeah. Look at Troll as well. Pullman Shield, Headdress, Quelling Blade. There's no way you're killing him. The TP on the courier, though.
No, going for it. Not going to get there. Mag just going to take that time to instead farm up a little bit. But yeah, this is... I feel like Riki has lost his chance where he can be effective. Like, CM is already level 3. Okay.
Legion kills the Warlock in the middle of the creep wave. Mid lane is going to be a fight as well as Riki comes in.
But they're already on to Magical, and, well, the right click's coming through. Yol trying to man up, see if he can do something. They do not have Sunstrike queued up as of yet. CM going to drop it. She's stepped too far forward. And Kaiser taking some damage. Nature's Prophet comes in. He's going to find that kill as well.
J4 way overstepping his bounds there. Like, you want to try and kill and finish off one of those, the Riki or the Ember Spirit, and you see an opportunity to go in and frostbite. But with the Searing Chains, you know, cancelling your animation out and then locking you under tower range, there was like no world in which that was going to work if Magical just has, you know, Searing Chains off cooldown.
Yeah. Well, still a very back and forth type of game, the way that these things have worked out. And that's one of the downsides to having Milan over there doing the pulls constantly, is that they weren't able to help the Invoker when the rotations did finally come. But level 2 now here on Earthshaker. There's still a lot of battling going on in the top lane. They might be able to find something here. And unfortunately, though, They are going to be scouted as they move across the side. The ward placed up on this high ground was able to see that rotation.
Yeah, 2 observer wards focused on his top lane. The one that was a bit deeper as well. Here's the Earthshaker move in behind the tier 2. Yeah, Yol on the Riki. Level 2.5 now. Still needs to make something happen because Invoker and Troll are farming really nicely. But even though the CM and Earthshaker are, relatively poor, it's okay for now. As long as their cores are getting space, they can get Invoker to the Hand of Midas, which is not that far away. He did go for this double null Magic 1 build, which is very defensive. But that's, due to the fact that Ember Spirit and Riki can play so aggressively.
Ooh, Fervian top. They're bringing in the Nature's Prophet, though. They want to try and do it. They might end up dying if they get the overwhelming odds. No! He had it off cooldown, and the taunt coming out as well. Mag feeling himself.
I don't know if it was an automatic... That was an auto taunt, right? Oh, wow.
Yeah, quick little kill there as Yol takes the Invis rune since the Riki needs it. But, yeah, nice combo there with Milan helping out, throwing out one of those fissures, and getting into range to find the kill.
Look at his pack of heroes moving as 3. Bodyguarding this Invoker for as long as you can.
Yeah.
He did the trick, Lyrical. He moved his Null Talisman into his backpack and then put them back in. And now, as the shrine ends, they become active.
What a guy. What a player.
Very efficient player. I approve.
So it is still going to be the supports of Radiant starting to get a little bit more levels off the back of the jungling as CM takes out the last of that camp, gets level 4 for herself. Still at level 2 is the Riki, as Milan may be looking to make something happen over to the side here. He spots out Fervian. I don't think that they can do it, though. Not enough levels in Sunstrike to find an early kill, but, well, the dive forward misses his Remnant. Still going to hit the chains, but now the Frostbite comes in. The Fissure as well. The Turnit, Yola's there. Tornado, well, double Remnant forward. That'll be enough for the kill.
Milan's in trouble as well in the back. Mag has Phase Boots and a lot of damage.
Oh, my God. All right. Yeah, that's rough.
Chaos ensues. Just 5v5 mid lane, or 4v4, the 2 cores still sat on these side lanes. Lycan farming his Mask of Madness, and Trolls trying to finish off the Vlads.
Look at them all run down here, though. They're going to shrine up and see if they can kill off the Troll right now. This should be fairly well telegraphed, but Gardner, he's not reacting quickly enough, and, well, there is only 1 Remnant, I believe. They do have chains. He has a TP. It might be enough to get him out of there, but, yeah, you're going to save the chains and just wait for it to kill Gardner now. No way out of that one.
They even bring the Lycan down. There's a DD rune down bot spot as well, so they can move into this tier 1 and just continue their game plan and moving from one big kill into another objective. Using the shapeshift, I guess it's going to wear out before they even hit the tower. And no points in Summon Wolves just yet for Ark. He's gone for very lane dominance heavy build here to try and help out the Treants from Mag as well.
This is a cool one, and then he ended up going usually like into the Armlet Echo Saber, or Mask of Madness Echo Saber, sorry. Or Mask of Madness Echo. Wait, which one is it? I think it's Mask of Madness Echo.
I've seen more people go Mask of Madness Armlet. But
okay.
the first build I saw, I think, was Armlet Echo Saber from MP on Secret when they kind of revealed the Lycan.
Okay.
But then people kind of switch it up to go for Mask of Madness Armlet. Then into, BKB or a Basher or AC, things like that.
Right. Oh, Yol again, scouting things out here. He has Blades of Attack, has that smoke cloud to drop down, trying to man up, see if they can take down one. They end up killing off that Invoker nonetheless, but they were able to find a kill onto Yol. Unfortunately, they lost the CM because of it. Now 3-3 coming in, wants to duel this. Can he get into range of Mag? I don't think so. This guy is pretty quick with those phase boots. I wanted the taunt, but it didn't happen.
Mag has 7 stick charges as well as a Sprout to throw. There was very little chance of 3-3 actually catching and or killing him there. But finally, the Dire team are giving like level 6 to Warlock. They've kind of started to realize that they need this team fight prowess from the Chaotic Offering just to drop when the initiation comes. Because PD are getting closer to Blink on Legion, to the Troll being a threat and a force in this fight. And Invoker Midas still needs to be farmed. This is probably the weakest moment that PD will ever be during this game. Like, laning stage, hasn't gone perfectly for them, but they've kind of held their own. But right now, when they're still, waiting to buy these items that make their heroes strong, there's a lot that Chip +4 can exploit.
And we need to make sure that they keep on staying aggressive throughout this timing, because if you let it get away with it without taking advantage, then things can end up going wrong. That being said, Kaiser here might be in trouble. You have Nature's Prophet ready to teleport at any given point in time. Ricky is scouting him. Looks like they might have their eyes going in that direction as he rotates towards the mid. Well,
Milan ever bodyguarding the Kaiser Invoker.
No. They're sitting there with the invis, but now you have CM coming in as well as the duel. All right, they're able to find it. Sunstrike comes, they find that kill. Now with the Lycan running in, can they do anything else? Wrath of Nature doing a good bit of damage, bringing everybody low. Fissure is going to be back off cooldown in 4 seconds. And it looks like that is going to be enough to stop Chip +4 from chasing any further.
Such an important kill. They blow a lot on that. They're focused down on the Ember Spirit, but everything perfectly timed there with the duel and Sunstrike comboing up nicely. They get the kill on the Ember Spirit, who is, the linchpin hero here and doing magic damage early game. He's the guy that jumps in onto a Ricky Nature's Prophet initiation and tries to finish off people. Without him, you've got a Lycan who kind of ran in and then ran straight back out of the team fight, not wanting to get locked down by a Crystal Maiden or a Fissure or something like that.
Yeah, now you're going to have that Midas done on the Invoker before you end up having Shapeshift left again to try and kill him off another time. As the Troll ulti will come out, just trying to finish off these Ancient stacks. And as far as the Earthshaker is concerned, he's got himself up to level 4, finishing off the boots. Do you think it's one of those where you can afford to go for Arcanes on the Earthshaker, or do you just have to go straight Blink?
I'm not sure. I'm even wondering if he goes like Tranquil Soul Ring or something before the Blink Dagger, but it might be one where you just rush Blink.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be against all these treants and chaotic units in team fights with upheaval. Just having a Blink to be able to jump in and cancel the channeling of that, or Blink Initiate on an Ember Spirit is one of the strongest things you can do with the hero.
And now, wanting to make a play towards the bottom here, Ricky is scouting out the Troll. Still hard to go on that guy, but they have found Kaiser. They're going to drop the rock immediately onto him. Is going to try and walk away from this one. Gets the tornado out, but Ember chasing. They find that kill. CM ulti comes down. Not quite enough damage, but they will be able to take down the Nature's Prophet. Now, facing up against Magical. Can they have enough damage to bring him down? It doesn't look like it, but likewise, he is not comfortable taking this fight either. Yol is being chased, as to is Fervian. They have that, catch! The Enchant Totem and the Fissure lands onto Yol. Don't know if they spot him out there, but they are able to find 2 for the cost of their Invoker's life.
Yeah, really awkward there using the Warlock ulti just for that Invoker when it's, really meant to be there to stop the Earthshaker and Legion Commander from getting too close into the team fights.
Arc. He might be in trouble here as well. They have another Frostbite available, but they're coming in with Mag. They do end up propping the Frostbite now. Kaiser running away. The dust is still there. The Wrath of Nature to finish him off. And now, CM is going to be taken down by the Big Bad Wolf.
Oh, man. Okay, that is now really bad for the Radiant. That period between getting your Hand of Midas and buying your Aghanims is so important for Invoker just to, sit and hide somewhere where he's not showing, where he's not giving away his position to get caught out, and he moves to lane twice, dies twice, Midas off cooldown while he's dead twice.
Yeah.
And it's getting slower and slower for PD. They do still have the Troll and the Legion, that combo up really well together. The Blink's still not here yet for 3-3, but these were the weaknesses that, Chip +4 can definitely see in ProDota's lineup. There is this period of time, now until 20 minutes or so, where they're still trying to find these items that allow them to play Dota. Like right now, this draft isn't a draft of 5 Dota heroes. It's just like, a draft of things. Once they actually get the items, they start doing what they were drafted for.
Right. Well, and you are still also in this state where Ricky is scouting everything the entire time. So he places down, an observer ward here. Oh, they did just see Yol, though. They scouted him just barely inside the sentry ward range, and now gonna see if they can run him down. Does have a TP, does not want to have to use it. So maybe Garter there tipping his hand. They might have been able to catch him with the duel. Otherwise.
Oh, Milan top lane.
Yeah. Wand charge popped.
So Nature's Prophet TP'd and sprouted him, and he started TPing, but the Ember had TP'd to the creeps coming in behind as well with his boots of travel, and he barely, like 0.1 seconds left on Milan's TP before he's back in the fountain. The chain lands on him and cancels his TP.
Radiant's middle tower
Single
is under
saddest
attack.
moment in his life.
And I mean, the other thing about this is that Riki is taking over their entire jungle, and then whenever Invoker comes in at all, they're immediately ready to jump him. Like, this is his area that's safe to farm, but you can't even really go into there.
And that's
Look
not
at
a
this.
farm for a troll and an Earthshaker.
And an Invoker. Like, the Invoker needs stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Yol getting ready to scout. They also have this ward back here as well. They spot everything that's happening. Echo Slam is available and still around 700 gold away from Blink. They just need to weather the storm.
Radiant's bottom
They're going to lose out on
tower is
Roshan.
under
They're going to
attack.
lose tier 2s. This is going to start slipping away very quickly from PD. Oh boy. They need a massive Blink duel combo from Legion and Invoker with, you know, Meteor Sunstrike landing onto the Lycan or the Ember Spirit. But then they also need Earthshaker to be able to walk into the middle of the fight and deal with Nature's Prophet.
Right.
Because Mag does, look at him, Solar Crest jumps Phase Boots, he does 130 damage pretty much. And he's very, very tanky.
Yeah. Well, this is what's very tough about this game right now for them. But again, they do have the tools if they can get there. They need like a couple minutes of leeway time. They're taking down and dewarding their jungle, which is freeing it up a little bit. So all of the moves that they're making are right. It's just a very hard position to be in at the moment.
Yeah, always being on the back foot, even when you make the correct decisions. You know, sometimes the safest decision is the correct decision, but sometimes the aggro play is the, you know, correct decision. Sometimes you just have to go in, find a smoke pick off, and like cheekily get that one kill that buys you time and space. Oh, Milan, please.
Oh, he came in right as the chains came down. They find that kill. Yol is here. They spot him out. This is going to be at least something. So they're going to be able to find a kill onto the Riki. They would have loved to give that one away to the Invoker, but does not end up happening.
But
still kill.
Exact same thing happens again, right? TP in when the Nature's Prophet TPs in and finds a Sprout. And Earthshaker from that time and having top lane, he's thinking surely it can't happen twice in a row. Goes bot lane to farm, and exactly the same thing happens.
No.
Really unfortunate. But yeah, they find the Riki, they get a bit of dual damage. It's a decent kill.
And they're playing it.
Like at this point, I just want them to go and like do something. I don't think sitting back and letting all of your towers get ravaged by the Dire is the correct thing to do. Like go and smoke into the enemy jungle, find a tier 2 of your own, look for a pick off onto the Riki mid.
Yeah. They're playing very afraid. That's for sure.
I don't like it, Lyrical. You can't play afraid. No
can't
passive
play
play.
I mean, here you go. You block off Arc. You wait for them to go high ground, and then you mess it up. They did accidentally pop the Shrine there. Maybe Kaiser was just doing it to get mana so he can come and defend against this. But their idea is wait for high ground and then take the fight at that point. Which, I mean, I can't say that I blame him too much. Yeah. He is still going to get ran down. Doesn't hit on the chains. All right, they're fine.
Just slight chains, okay.
Dire's top
They're
tower
thinking
is
about
under
going for
attack.
that. But
That would have been bad for the Dire anyway if they caught. Look at how many
Here we
TPs
go.
came from PD. 3 of them
they don't see
smoked.
this movement right now. They're going to be able to find this. The Fissure coming in from the low ground. Needs to guess. You got to go for it. Fissure connects. They got him. That's going to be a kill onto this Nature's Prophet, I believe, possibly, maybe. No, able to walk away from that one. 3-3 is so mad, can't find the kill. Oh, Mag just gets away, and now Wrath of Nature just to throw out a little bit more hate. It does open up some space, though, for Invoker to get levels and almost finish Aghanim Scepter.
Solar Crest confirmed better than Lincoln Sphere. The like 2 or 3 misses the Legion had on the Nature's Prophet there, that's infuriating. You know,
Yeah.
you hear me? That's infuriating when you're like, I have this duel, win. I have a Sunstrike, let's go, let's kill. Then you miss like 4 times, oh, okay, shit. I can't kill this guy.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, it's true. That item is
after
pretty
the-
nuts.
Even after the like perfect blind Fissure from Milan. Like up high ground, not seeing, just guessing the angle.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. And like there's these moments where it feels like it could be good for a second. And I still am holding to the belief that if they manage to farm up this Blink Dagger just a mere 200 gold away for the Earthshaker, it changes things so significantly for them.
Yeah, like I still think that aggressive play is good. I don't care that Legion died there. I think that like applying pressure there, forcing TPs, forcing reaction, forcing the Dire to the Dire side of the map is like a very good thing for the Radiant to do because it buys time for other people to farm. Like right now, the map doesn't look very good for him because the Dire, realized this and shoved out all the lanes across the river. But there's the BKB for Troll.
I will also say I really like that they're holding on to these tangos on Earthshaker and CM since there's a Nature's Prophet in the game. It makes me pretty happy.
To deal with Sprout.
Yeah.
Lycan still has Aegis for what, like 50 seconds? I think it's time to go and do something.
I don't know. It might be a trap play though, right? Because like he doesn't have BKB yet.
Nah, it's fine. Like you don't even pop meta, shapeshift. You just go and hit the tower with Mom and Armlet, and then you die, and then you use shapeshift after. You try and bait spells for the enemy to sink them into you.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
Well, they're getting ready to pressure this tier 2. The side of ProDotA do need to come back to defend if high ground starts to get assaulted here. And it looks like indeed that's what's going to happen. Earthshaker is in the back, ready to go in. They're waiting for the rest of the team to be here. There are so many freaking creeps on their high ground. And look at the Howl. It's doing a ton of damage. Yeah, that's what they needed that Legion Commander for. Tower gets brought down to about 2/3 HP off the back of that.
Okay, you see that. Now think about late game when Nature's Prophet has 2 times Treant HP damage, plus 4 Treant summoned, and Lycan has this Howl, which is already level 4. Are there any Howl talents there aren't, right? Oh, he gets cooldown reduction, 15% cooldown reduction.
Oh.
That's pretty sick. So you just got these like 1600 HP Treants running around, going absolutely insane.
This would be a good pick here, though, if they could find the Lycan. He is just outside of range, smoking a break right now. They spot him. Echo Slam used, everything dot, and there's the duel of the boot. They find that kill.
That's huge. Kaiser getting blasted as well, so that gold and experience flows into him when he was so far away. That's really big for them. He's finished his Aghanim Scepter now. 22 minutes in, things are looking up for PD.
Yeah, and Yol gonna be able to blink away, still stunned up, pops his ulti to try and stay alive, but I think it is still all gonna be for naught. They find another kill now. And ProDotA, after picking up the Blink Dagger, after getting the Aghanim Scepter done on the Invoker, as you said earlier, they can start to play Dota.
Yeah, see, right? They're not, no, seriously, they literally aren't heroes until they have these items. You have to think of them as like passive units, traveling through space and time, questing for their real purpose in life. And then when they get these items, they become gods.
Yeah. And 3-3 here. I just going to be able to farm up. Not really too concerned about anything coming her way. I think that it's a pretty big testament to how much the game has shifted. That before there, everybody was hiding and running and not wanting to get spotted at all. And now they're just willing to sit in the lane with the Nature's Prophet and Riki around.
Yeah, now there's so much confidence about them, but they have to make sure not to, get too overconfident. Kaiser TPing here is perfect. Like, literally times it. Mag TP's in behind him, but is not going to get caught. Now, shifting focus, back up the top lane, where Legion and CM are shoving that wave. They're not just, randomly moving into lanes and starting to farm or looking for more gold. They're doing this in a very, consistent, very intelligent pattern where they're kind of not just shifting the game dynamic in terms of lead, overall in kills or net worth, but also lead of, control of the map.
Right.
They've given up their jungle. They've given up the bottom right hand of the map because Mag has just TP'd there with Fury, and they want the top half.
They want to get him up here in the mid lane, though. Right here, they've got the root already, but there's going to be the catch. Mag is going to drop Troll on top of him, and Kaiser able to heal back up with the Quasa Orbs, staying barely alive, but now the Lycan's on top of him. No way to stop that with the BKB already popped for the Lycan. They drop the rock onto 2, but maybe, possibly, you can get out of here still with the Legion Commander. A lot of damage being done, able to walk away, and now the Troll beating down that Lycan. Triple kill for Garter. Earthshaker connects now, catches onto Fervian. Body blocks coming in. Troll wants some more. He's hungry for these kills, and it looks like Fervian is going to be the one to give it to him as the bashes come. The ultra kill for Troll Warlord. Baby, it's huge.
Oh man, that's really big for PD, and it could have been so much better as well. The BKB of Lycan caught the Invoker off guard at the start of the fight, and he invoked through a combo of stalls, almost sublimely when he went Meteor, then he ran away, Cold Snap, Tornadoed, but then he invoked Deafening Blast at the very end of his chain because the Lycan was chasing him, and he expected to be able to turn and just disarm him, and then Ghost Walk and run away. But the BKB of the Lycan came out then and, you know, chomped down the Invoker before his Invoke came off cooldown again. So unfortunately they lost Kaiser in that, but Troll with a big BKB. You look at his items, they don't seem like much, but when he's getting these stacks of fervor and, you know, just wailing into one target at a time, which he was allowed to do because of Milan's Earthshaker, this guy is a raid boss.
Wow. 15,000 net worth on him now. And I'm kind of like, if he wants to, he could go back for something like an MKB. It looks like he's going to Fusel Blade, actually. So more ways to deal with, I guess, the eventual... Are there Ghost Scepters online for any of these heroes?
I think it's mainly to purge off Flame Guard.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else he's really wanting for, but I mean, it's very good damage. Like, it's a great all-around item on Troll, you know, with the Agi, you get armor, you get attack speed and all of that. But I think the main use of Diffusal, yeah, it'll be to chase down kills, but also to just purge off Flame Guard in the middle of a team fight. Because Ember still does a lot of damage. Wow, they found Ricky.
All right.
Cool, I guess.
And now they are coming to kind of try and contest this, but, well, maybe they can actually do it. Legion Commander is not here, although Milan is. They can break Milan's Blink Dagger. There's an Invis Rune, which Earthshaker is now going to take, so they can't break his Blink Dagger, and now you're going to try and scout out a little bit, see if you can find somebody. But it is going to be a Roshan going into the favor of ProDotA, who were just recently looking quite bad, but is very much into their favor now.
And Troll being their building hitter and having such an amazing net worth and Aegis, I wouldn't be surprised to see them try and break base at this point. Invoker's hitting one of his peaks. You know, with the Aghanim's upgrades on him, he still needs to get into, you know, BKB Octarine Core to really get himself going.
Oh,
but
God.
As long as they can keep Troll Aegis until they break high ground, it's going to be fine.
And Milan solos Mag with Echo. Beautiful play down there. And the other thing, too, here is Alacrity with Max Exort means Garter, I mean, Troll does not suffer for attack speed. He is going to dismantle this tower. Look at this thing go down.
They dueled the Ember bot lane as well. He's going to have to buy back.
Oh, God. All right. Damn, it feels good to miss all the action. As looks like Troll still silenced up. Hasn't popped his BKB as of yet. Wants to save it, but Milan is going to be brought down. And Upheaval keeping Troll under wraps for the moment. They hold on to that Aegis, but they took the tier 3 tower nonetheless.
Yeah, this is huge. Tier 3 holding Aegis is perfect for PD. Like, absolutely perfect. Kaiser still being alive means that he's got the full arsenal of abilities to come out in, like, maybe 10 seconds. When he can start tornadoing and EMPing people again. And now the BKB for Lycan is down for 45 seconds. The Ember Spirit barely has any damage behind him. You know, he's only got the Maelstrom. If he gets his Flame Guard purged off here by one Diffusal Blade, then PD can roll into them.
Now, they are ready to go. I think that they did want to wait, obviously, for the Earthshaker, so, like, head back, take the Shrine by where Roche is, and then maybe go again the second time once... I mean, do you have to wait for the BKB to be done on Legion Commander?
No, I think it's mainly the Earthshaker being missing, that they didn't want to stick around. They
found Yo again. They got him. Just inside a range of that Sentry Ward, and they managed to find the kill. And now over here on the top, they're going to find that kill as well. It's completely falling apart for the side of the Dire. They're going to come in with Kaiser now. Mag getting ran down here. The Fissure catches him right on the edge, and now Mag is certainly dead. A double kill there for 3-3 as the game is being completely taken over. You have the Lycan down bottom who's going to have to go for a split push play, but they're going to take all of the bases in time. You've still got the Alacrity Troll. They called for tier 4s. Yeah, they've had enough.
Tier 4s, lyrical. They want this game to end. There's no glyph here for the Dire either. So chip +4, the split push that they wanted down the bot lane, it's going to come to nothing.
They're ulting creeps right now over CM. They're going to buy back into this game right now. They don't have the Ember Spirit, but they have to hold. That's going to be a kill, though, onto the Legion Commander. Garter hitting away this tower. They need to stop this, but there's no way. They end up hitting with the Sprout. Is that going to be enough? They can't separate him. He's just hitting too hard. He's tearing down the Ancient, but the bash! He found the bash. No, it's not enough. Good game. Ends up getting called. ProDotA, strike when the iron is hot. Why don't you?
It's like I said, dude, once it gets to 20 minutes, once PD have the items they need, their heroes become actual playable characters in the video game that is Dota 2. Chip +4, they had a great early start, they had good split push action, good tower breaking action, Yol, you know, caused a lot of havoc in the early game, but the early game expenditure from them it wasn't enough to give them such a, clarified lead over PD that it would ever stop what they had in store for them. I mean, that was a ridiculous swing.